Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone. Okay, let's discuss question July 2023. Okay, tax administration. The question is questions number 1A. Number 1B, this one is topic resident status. Alright. Guys, look at our questions number 1A. There are two sub questions. So the first one is 2 mark and then B is 4 marks. Let's take a look on one by one. Okay. Explain briefly two situations where a composite assessment shall be raised. Guys, there are a few assessments that we already discussed during the lecture, isn't it? And one of the assessments is composite assessment. So first you need to understand the question. The question is asking about what? Guys, the question is asking you to answer in what conditions IRB could issue composite assessment to taxpayer. So you need to answer in what situation. Guys, if I'm not mistaken, there are a few situations, but the mark is only 2 mark, isn't it? So you pick any two that you can memorize. Okay, for example, you guys can answer like this. Okay, number 1. It could be that the taxpayer makes default in furnishing a return in accordance with Section 77, subsection 1. This one is very hard to memorize because it involves section, isn't it? Or you can just simply say that the taxpayer makes default in furnishing a return. Number 2. Okay. Fail to give notice of chargeability. Okay, number 3. This one is easy to memorize, guys. So, composite assessment will be issued if the IRB find out that the taxpayer makes incorrect return. Okay, maybe the taxpayer omit or understating his or her income. So, this is a big mistake. So, composite assessment will be issued. This one easy to memorize, guys. So if the taxpayer make incorrect return by omitting, or if the taxpayer understating or declared his income less than he is supposed to, therefore composite assessment will be issued. And then number 4, this one also serious matter, guys, whereby our taxpayer give incorrect information to IRB. So as a result, it has affected his tax liability. So in this case, normally guys, when you give wrong information with the hope that you pay low tax, isn't it? If kantu you are big, guys, you will be penalized. This is offenses. Right? So don't lie to IRB. Okay, so settle for the first question. Okay, now we go to B. I believe that B is simple and straightforward. It will be waste if you guys don't know how to answer B, because B related to you guys. Alright? Alright. Identify two type of tax return. Tax return, meaning to say the name of the forms. There are so many forms that you guys already learned, isn't it? Okay. Together with its submission date. So you give me the name of the form together with the due date. Okay. That an individual resident. Guys, look at the keyword. There are so many categories of form. It could be related to individual. It could be related to company, partnership, unit trust, and then club, association. So this one, guys, question specific. Which category? So you must mention return related to individual. Normally related to individual. Individual, guys. Individual could be individual with business income or individual without business income. Okay. So let's do this 4 marks. Meaning to say 1 mark for the form, another 1 mark for the due date. So you need to mention 2 multiplied by 2 equals to 4 marks. Okay, I'm going to choose the simplest one. So form B, this one actually is for resident with business income. So if you are working or if you are doing business, you need to fill out Form B, submit Form B, and the due date will be next year because we calculate our tax, guys, based on calendar. So let's say the income for 2025, so you need to calculate from starting from January 25 to December 25. So you are going to pay your tax next year. That's why here the due date will be 30th June next year. And then number two, how about individual without business income? Meaning you only have employment income. That one you don't have to submit Form B. You submit Form BE. So for BE, the due date is earlier compared to Form B, which is 30th April. Still the same next year. Form B next year, 30th June, and then BE is 30th April next year. This is how you guys answer for this past year. Okay, thank you everyone.